Semper Fi, Mac.
Semper Fi, doing fine. Welcome aboard.
You ready?
Welcome aboard.
All right, you ready for your interview?
Yeah, we're gonna do it outside.
We're gonna do it outside. You ready to talk about some experiences?
Oh, Dave, I don't know. Give me a chance to wake up.
Yeah, because you've always had a problem talking.
I love your camera.
Camera loves you.
Wow. Oh, my name is Joseph A. Drago. I was born in the West End, and from the West End, we moved to South Boston. From South Boston, we moved to Upham's Corner, Dorchester. From there, I got married, and before I got married, I went in the Marine Corps. From Paris Island, I came home on leave. It's too bad I couldn't rehearse all this. From there, I was sent to Camp Lejeune Infantry Training Regiment, Tent City, and then from there, we transferred to San Diego. And from San Diego, we went to American Samoa. In American Samoa, they brought in the 4th Marines. We're part of the 1st Marine Provisional Brigade, 22nd Marines and 4th Marine Regiments. We went to Guam, the Marshall Islands, Kwajalein, and from there, after secured those, we went to Guadalcanal. And on Guadalcanal, they brought in the 29th Marine Regiment, part of which fought on Saipan, Tinian. And on Guadalcanal, with the 3 regiments, then they formed up the 15th Marine Regiment, which was an artillery outfit, a holdover from World War I. And then from there, after 6-7 months on Guadalcanal, we get on the troop ship. This was at the Caroline Islands where all the ships rendezvoused. And then we headed to Okinawa. And we arrived at Okinawa that night. And Easter Sunday, which was April 1st, April Fool's Day, I was in on the first wave. And when we arrived at Okinawa at night, it was deserted. We're the only ship there. But when the dawn came, for as far as you could see, there were battleships, cruisers, transports. There were more ships there than there was at D-Day at Normandy. And at 0800, we get in there. We transferred over from the troop ship to the Amtrak. And on the way to the Amtrak, we saw all this black smoke in the horizon. And as it got closer, we saw it was an aircraft carrier. We asked the sailors, what ship was that on fire? And they said it was the Ben Franklin aircraft carrier. It had been kamikaze by 2 or 3 Japanese aircraft, and it was heading back to Hawaii or Guam. We hit the beach, and there was no activity until we got inland. We crossed the Yontan airfield. And one of my buddies, I inquired later in the day, he says, where's Mike? Because he was in the K Company, 22nd Marines. And they said he got killed. I said, what do you mean he got killed? He came in the 4th wave. We didn't get any resistance. He says, well, a sniper killed him. And so that night on Okinawa, we had a big firefight. And then we dug in after the firefight, and the ground was so much water saturated that all the foxholes would fill up with water. And I was a machine gunner, and we secured most of the north until we get up to the Motopoo Peninsula and Mount Yatek. And we had constant combat every day and night. We repulsed the Japanese when they tried to do a beach landing on the on the Motopoo Peninsula. And then one night, we took over the position, the 4th Marines, and then when they relieved us, when we left, they got assaulted by wave after wave of Japanese. And we also found some of the 4th Marines later on who had been captured by the Japs and were mined and so forth. And we couldn't do anything about it. Well, they were booby-trapped, yeah. The Marines had been staked to the ground. Some were dead, some were alive, or wounded badly. And we couldn't touch them because they were booby-trapped. And we called for the engineers, demolition men to come in. And of course, we couldn't hang around. We left, so we don't know what transpired. But then